The Balance return for a new season of meaningful conversation. Taking a close look at the development arena. Fresh angle of introducing 3 new segments. Join the first segment, Chat On. And whenever the chat is on, please grab the opportunity. Join our second segment, Breaking the Glass. Finding out great people that have achieved great things. And we will find out how they break the glass. Of course, our final segment, Walk the Talk. Let's put the talk to actions. That's what it means. Where we will find out so many special things that have been put on social medias, that have been put into talks, but we will find out exactly where the works face. Walk the talk. The Balance Show is back again with exciting interface only on GRTS TV. Hello viewers, welcome to this show, The Balance. Of course, under this special segment called Breaking the Glass. Now, so many of you will be out there asking me questions that are very important on this segment. That is, how do we break the glass? Now, of course, we'll be having a guest who will show us exactly how she break the glass. But on that note, before we go to the guest, it's always important for us to tell you who this guest is. So we'll just join Alison. Alison, welcome to this show. Let me just join you. Take us through who our guest is today on the Breaking the Glass show.
Thank you so very much, Baba Sise, for welcoming me here again. And we have a Breaking the Glass segment. Today, we have an Iron Lady in the building. Her name is Miss Adama Njie. Miss Adama Njie works at the UN Capital Development Fund as a gender specialist, where she helps to reduce poverty, works also to support the local economic development, and also when it comes to strengthening financial inclusion, Adama is always at the forefront. Away from that, she also works towards strengthening local development. And towards her educational background, you will learn that Adama is well versed when it comes to gender and development issues. Adama has backed a master's degree in gender and development, and away from that, she has also backed gender and development at the MDI, that is the Management Development Institute, away with other much more fruitful educational aspects of it. And away from that, we have seen that Adama has been well engaged into other extracurricular activities when she was in her high school, that is at the Gambia Senior Secondary School, and she has also been working tirelessly to see to it that other women have been empowered as much as they need to be empowered. So Baba, I'll give her back to you to welcome our wonderful guest here today.
Thank you very much, Alison, and it's of course a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Miss Adama Njie, a wonderful lady who has achieved a lot in her life. Madam Adama, welcome to the program. Let me just say it. This is a show that puts you into test how you get there. Now, there are a lot of young women who are out there who wants to be inspired, who wants to be like Adama maybe one day or even more. Now, let's just start with that, with a brief story of who Adama Njie is.
My name is Adama Njie, and currently I'm working with UNCDF as a gender specialist. If you ask me that question, in a way it's kind of, but I'll try to do justice to it.
Okay, great. We will love that.
Well, I started my education in Latrikunda Primary School, then from there to Gambia Senior Secondary School. After completion my high school, I started working with the Ministry of Tourism as a trainee. But that doesn't stop me, because what I've seen when I was working there was like, when you're working with the government as a young person, you use the best of your capability to try to enhance yourself, to try to enrich your mind. Don't ever let your mind be idle, because there at least you have the chance and you have the opportunity. So when I started working there, I joined the MDI to do a management course. After finishing the management course, I did also gender and development. That gives me the academic background and also the experience, because I was working and also going to school. So when the GT board, by then it was called GTA, when it was established, I was moved there as a marketing assistant, because at least I also had the academic background. So when I moved there, I was in the marketing department, and then the airport office opened. We were posted at the airport office to collect data, and also we were the first one to start with the £5 levy for incoming tourists. From then on, I noticed that at least I had the opportunity, I had the educational background and also the experience. So I said, okay, I've worked in government for this number of years, so let me also try another field. So I moved into the NGO. I started working with West African Network for Peace Building. There, I think that's where my gender lenses started to get sharpened. Because when I was there, there was a program called Women in Peace Building Network. So that initiative, I was the one heading it. This initiative was where we were able to talk to women, sensitize them. We used to go all the way to Koina to just talk to some of my Sarahule people. I am not a Sarahule, but I try to speak it, but it's not that easy. So there we were able to talk to them, to sensitize them, some of the dangers that are involved in small arms and light weapons, especially in this trafficking of small arms and light weapons. So we did a series of sensitization with the women there at the border, because normally if we're talking of arms, normally we transport it through the border. So we talk to the women to see. They even set up like a community vigilante group where they will be able to also sensitize their community that maybe if there's any strange person that comes into the community to just be vigilant, so that at least crime rates can be reduced. So from one app, I started with the UN agency. I joined UNDP, where I was a program associate. First, I joined UNDP through a project with the National Assembly. There, I worked with the National Assembly just for a period of maybe 9 months. But while I was there, I've also been able to assist them to at least set up an IT unit. You know, those are some of the transgressions that really help you when you are also progressing in your career. Because
in fact, if you look at the ladder, you look like you're climbing. You're not going down. You're not going down. What pushed you to that? Because there must be something inspiring you, or something that is like an engine that is definitely pushing you to climb up to the ladder, not going down.
Baba, if you know my background, you will know that I am not somebody that really just sits and say, I will wait for God to come. No. During my high school years, I come from a very humble family.
Brilliant.
So yes, I've come from a very, very humble family. So during my high school years, it was really, really difficult to, if I wasn't that much determined, I won't be able to continue my school. Determination.
So we'll click that one, because that's part of the keys to break the glass. So that's one of the hammer. Already we got one hammer, determination.
Yes. So if I wasn't that much determined, my schooling would have stopped a long time ago. But like I said, I am from a very humble family, and I know from a very early age that it's only education that can really help you move forward. So I ensure that education is available for me.
How did it feel like you're going to school? Because there are people watching. The reason for this show is to inspire the young ones that are out there. How did it feel like you were at school, and then sometimes it's difficult, you know, going to school sometimes is very difficult. You see some of your colleagues who are not good in school and they think that's the end of their life. How did you feel in that struggle? Because that's part of the struggle that I really want to ask.
Oh, okay. Like I said, Baba, everything comes from the inner strength of the person. You have to have that inner strength to be able to say that, yes, this is where I am from, but my aim is that. And then you work towards that aim. Because whatever you do, there's always that bright light in front of you. So that is where your focus should always be. So that's what I will always advise the younger ones. Times can be really hard. Times can be really tough, but that doesn't mean that you have to give up. No. Giving up should not even exist in your dictionary.
You wouldn't get the hammer to break the glass.
Just erase it out of your dictionary.
So if you're out there, giving up should not be part of your dictionary.
No,
don't even think about it.
Don't
Put it to test. Don't put it to anything. Forget it.
Don't even allow it a chance to develop in your mind.
You see the way we are digging it is like don't. No, so that is it. Now, Adama, with your signs of struggles and some of the things you've explained, we have seen success has come to your life, which is very important. In fact, let me show this picture. That shows you that the smile of the lady simply shows you that from the childhood time, she was aiming success. Look at that smile. Just watch that smile and tell me that baby is smiling, and that's her. Now, of course, that's your picture when you were very, very young, very, very little, and somebody would be like, maybe some of your friends would be like, how, Baba, how did you get this picture? That's what we do. That's exactly what we do.
He stole it. I can assure you, he stole that picture.
Yeah, so coming back to that, the smile itself shows that success is something that you're really aiming for. Tell us about your success stories.
My success story comes with a lot of struggle. But Baba, if you don't struggle, you don't appreciate what you have. So struggling makes you humble. It makes you much more determined, because for me, it's true that I come from a very humble family, but also, you know, in Wolof they said like, "Kusa weru wai deger done habama." I don't know if you understand what that
understand now.
If that's what you like, they say, if where you're leaning is strong, it wouldn't be easy to push you.
Yeah,
that's what
and that is very true.
That's what the Wolof said. And honestly, my background is strong. We were poor, but then education was very much valued in my family. So at least you have my dad there. He's always advising you that, Adam, I'm sorry, I just lost him. Yesterday was his 40th
may his soul rest in peace. Yes, I can see the feeling there. Yeah, sorry about that.
So for him, he always tried to, he raised us in a very Islamic way. Because Baba, if your faith is strong, you will go far. Because if you want to divert, you think of your faith, it brings you back. 2, he taught us to be very, to be satisfied. Because like, whatever little you have, if you are satisfied with it, you will go far. 3, he made us like, to be very respectful to elders, and also to be mindful of family members. So those are some of the key principles that my dad put in us. And Baba, that have really helped me in my life journey. It has really contributed to my success, because sometimes you will just think that, why me? Why does this thing happen to me? But you go back to your faith and say, I thank God, because maybe others really want what I have, but they don't have the opportunity, or they don't have the chance.
Exactly.
So you always have to be grateful.
Now this brings me back to a very important point, because you've made a very important point that the viewers definitely need to mark out. Parents have a big role when it comes to the success of their children. Of course, the child has to also push. You know, you've talked about the side of the parents, but yourself, you've displayed so many things like determination, you know, hard work, and things that are very, very important. Let's come to the fact that a girl is out there who believes right now that I'm not good in school, I don't know, my parents are poor, but how am I going to make it? Now, this is the important, this is why we call it breaking the glass.
Yeah.
Because Adama break the glass, and she has passed so many struggles. So if you are out there passing so many struggles, I want you to listen to this point. Adama, take us through to that.
Baba, you know, no person is stupid. And also, everybody have your own learning pace. So you have to understand yourself first before you're able to move ahead. So if you understand that I am this kind of person who gives up easily, or who doesn't grab things easily. At least in this country, we have some really good women, or even not only women, but also we have good men.
Yeah,
you can use them as role models, because I know that some of them, even if you approach them and tell them that these are some of the difficulties that I am facing, and I will need help in that, they won't say no.
Yeah, sure.
They will give you the opportunity. They can give you their time to talk, sit with you, talk with you, and then help you, like you said, break the glass to move ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's one advice that at least I will give to young people. Look for role models. They can inspire you, and they can take you to great places.
It's like when your energy is down and they just speak to you, then you look like a fire. Then you go up, then saying, look, you know what? All those glasses, I'm going to break them with my hammers.
Yes. And also, Baba, you know, talking helps a lot. If you are in a difficult situation, at least look for somebody that you really trust, that you can sit down with that person and then talk your heart out to that person.
Brilliant.
Because they said a problem shared at least makes it lighter. Because maybe you're talking about your own, that other person, the kind of advice that you're going to be receiving from that person, you might never expect it, but it might help you a great deal. That maybe you will think that this is the very bottom, but no, it's not the very bottom. Just talk it out. You will have solutions.
Exactly. Now that will take us to our first break. But before we come, let me ask you, Madam Adam, you've watched so many Gambian artists. This is also part of this segment where we always try to introduce you, whether Gambian artists, international artists. Who is your best artist? You must love the arts. Arts, music is part of arts. And we have seen either culture, music, or any other area. What is your best when it comes to culture?
When it comes to culture, I think I prefer tradition, honestly.
Tradition?
Yes.
All right. So we're just going to go with the traditional music. And then when we come back, we will definitely, of course, shows you exactly what this show is all about. How many points did she got today to break the glass? Now, those points are called the key hammers. Those key hammers, one of them is already famous, determination. Let's go with that short break when we come back. Welcome back, viewers. Wonderful. Tradition is beautiful. Adam, you inspired the young ones, and when I ask you your best when it comes to the arts, you choose tradition. Tell me, why tradition?
I think when we talk of tradition, it's the purity of it. It's something unique that you own, that that differentiates you from others. Because, like, for example, when we talk of Gambia here, what is our tradition? One will identify food, benachin, which everybody is saying is not a Gambian dish. One can say another dish, but then also you come to, because when you think of it, you can maybe blend the two, tradition and culture, because when we go to the tribe aspect, they have their traditional dress, and which is very unique and very beautiful.
We've seen it in the video,
yes,
exactly.
Which is very unique and very beautiful. Wherever you wear it, you go out, you draw attention to yourself.
Beautiful.
Because yes, I remembered, like, when I was in the UK, if I put on my traditional dress, I walk, they'll even take their cameras to start taking pictures of you. So that shows the uniqueness of tradition. That shows that you stand out.
Exactly.
Yes, you're there to stand out.
Beautiful.
So breaking the glass is talking about standing out.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's where you stand out. Now, you know, let me come to a point which is very important before we go to our last section. Adam is somebody who has determination. Now, somebody will ask a question. Nowadays, there is a change in the society in terms of the way we even, you know, mold our children or teach them to morals aspect and other areas. You have a child, and how do you feel like sometimes the change of the generation, because that's what they will say, change of generations. Some people believe the world still never change, but the people change.
People change, and then I think when change happens, you have to go with the flow sometimes. You know, the kids, it's true that we are their parents, but we also learn from them because this is their generation. Things have changed. You have technology, you have other things that really during our time we didn't have. So the kids have that opportunity and they know it, they understand it more than you do. So you teach them morals and you guide them when they are young, so that when they grow old, you become proud of them. But also, you have to listen to them. You have to give them the opportunity to also learn. And while they are learning, you're also learning with them. Because, like you said, I have a child, but she's my biggest inspiration, honestly, Baba.
Wow, wow.
She is.
Wow.
She's my biggest.
Take us through.
That lady is mischievous, but I love her to death. Yes. When I look at her, I'm like, because the opportunity they have now, we never had it.
Exactly.
When we were young. Because for them now, give them any gadgets, they'll operate it like they were born with it. But for us, we cannot. So you have to learn.
You know, then when we saw mobile, we were like, wow, my goodness.
I know. Even then, computer science was something like something out of the cloud.
Yeah.
So you learn with them on those gadgets so that you'll be able also to guide them, because that is our purpose as parents. We're supposed to guide our kids. And if we don't understand them, there's no way that we can guide them.
Which is brilliant.
Yes.
Now,
so
that is beautiful. Some people have children. It's always important for you to love your child. You know, love your children. You know, make sure that you give them enough love so that tomorrow they could be asset for you. Now, you want your child to be inspired. You want your child to be inspired to be somebody tomorrow to make you proud, like Adam is making her parents proud. Adam, let me just come finally. You study gender specialists. In our society, we have an issue when it comes to gender. People thought women's now coming on bold enough and challenging men anyhow. You know, this is not our society. This is not who we are. We have to go back to our culture. Take us through. How do you feel like with gender? Just briefly, please.
You know, Baba, gender activism is very interesting and it's beautiful, I can tell you. Because when we talk of gender, it's not only women we're talking of. It's both men and women.
Understand that, men, not
Yes.
only women.
It's maybe because the way we go about it, or the way it was introduced, that we might say there are some issues with it. But I'm sure even you, if you have a daughter and you have a son, you like to treat them equally.
Sure.
You like to give them the best opportunity that is available for them. That's what gender is.
You know, men will be like, sons will be staying here. They will bring wives. They will bring us fortune. Women will go back to their husband and they will forget about us.
Look at the world today. The women, what are they doing to their parents? They're the one who's helping their parents to raise them up. And I can give you testimonies of various women that are really doing that.
Research shows that.
Yes.
Research shows that women are doing great.
If you have kids, you want to give them equal opportunities to be able to excel in this world. That's what gender is talking about. I have my daughter, I have my son. I have to give them the equal opportunity, because gender is talking about equity, giving them the opportunity to be able to excel. You don't raise this one and leave the one behind. Maybe that's what society is doing. It's taking care of one and leaving the other behind. So that's why now when we talk of gender, it talks about the other gender. Because they are the one who are at the bottom. So we need to be apart.
Exactly.
Yes.
We will come back to this point because another day we will bring you back, because I know a lot of people will be like, bring Adam back. I told you there are people hiding there. Some of them don't want to come on TV. I will bring them for you. They break the glass. That's exactly what we do. You know, so many people are doing great things in this country. You don't know them, but I will fetch them for you. That's exactly what the balance will do. We will go out there and fetch those people, because these people, they inspired us. A lot of people are inspired today. I'm inspired myself. And I know a lot of young girls will be like, look, you know what? I have been sleeping on this bed. I have been dragging myself backward. I have to go forward now. From what you said, you've inspired a lot of people out there, and I definitely appreciate that. I just want to say thank you so much. But we will allow Alison to come in to give us the 5 keys, because we have the 5 keys that we call the 5 keys of hammers. These are the hammers you use to break the glass. And we will test you based on what you said, based on your stories. We will find out which of the keys that you've used that definitely break this glass. Adam, let me just allow you a few words before you go, so that we will leave you and allow Alison in. Just your final statement for the people that are watching you.
Baba, like I said, don't ever give up. People are here to help you. Because for me, I was helped. I was not left alone. I was helped, one, to continue my school by a family taking me on to pay for my school fees, to make me continue doing my education. So never say that, well, because I am poor, I'm not going to go to school. No. You have people that are all over the place who are just ready and willing just to give you that chance to better yourself. So talk the talk, break the glass.
All right, talk the talk, break the glass. That's exactly what we're going to do, Adam. Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is Miss Adama Njie, who inspired you today. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thank you.
I will just allow you to leave. It's a pleasure having you on the show. She has break the glass. That's exactly what she did. And then we'll find out, Alison will definitely come and tell us what are the 5 keys that she used to break the glass. Alison, let's just go inside. You've watched Adama saying so many inspiring, statements that are very brilliant.
Definitely.
Now we have our 5 keys of hammers. We call them. These are the 5 keys you use to break the glass.
Yeah.
Now one of them, obviously, I will help you with that.
Yeah.
Determination. That determination is one of the hammer that Adama used when she was young.
Yeah.
Since when she was a baby. You saw that picture, isn't it? She started that smiling. That is a determination.
Yeah.
Now take us through the other 5 keys.
Yeah, and the other 5 keys, by the way, Adama did great. I am actually moved by the things that she did mention here. She didn't only inspire other women out there, but also men out there. So I think she definitely represents gender equality. And away from that, we also have another special key that she unlocked. That is passion. She is very passionate about what she does, and there's this thing about people who are passionate about their work. They don't actually go to work because it's passion for them. It's what they do every day. It's a normal life for them.
Wow.
So that is something that we should take away, and away from that is faith. Faith is something that she also mentioned.
Brilliant key there.
That is brilliant, definitely, because it is something that kept her moving. It is something that she could reflect to, and when she goes down at some point, she could look back to it and say, okay, I am better than some people, so I can keep moving.
Yeah. It's like when you are wrong and then you just say, let me come back. My faith wouldn't allow me to do certain things.
So she kept the faith and she kept on moving. That is something that has also taken her to this level. And also there's another thing that is about taking risks. She is somebody who also takes risks, and that has also helped her. I've seen so many people try to be perfect, but she is unique. She does what she feels like doing, and what convinces her that it's actually right.
Brilliant.
So that is something that she also does, and that has also taken her to this point, to my own observation. And finally, the other key, that is linked to this show, that is Breaking the Glass, because this show actually gives space to women for them to encourage others, educate them, and that is something that we can also learn from what she has been doing, that is encouraging other women out there. So we have also learned that most successful women do encourage other women to step up the ladder. So if you want to be a successful lady out there, try to learn from Adama, try to help out other women who are out there for them to be as successful as you are.
All right, brilliant. Of course, so we were trying to look into the 5 keys of hammers that Adama used. Determinations, passions, faith, you know, courage, which is she has the courage to take risks, which is very, very important. And finally, she is very encouraging. And then she encouraged her fellow women.
Yes, definitely.
Brilliant. So that means she is not selfish. She help young women to get there, which is a very, very important. Adama, let me tell you one thing. The glass is very hard. Some will hit it and it will go back. Probably you are using the wrong hammer. The key hammers, one is determination. Passions, love what you're doing. Faith, have the faith so that when you are lost, you can bring yourself back. Have the courage. Don't give up. Don't try to say, okay, look, I'm not going to get there. You will get there solely if you work hard. That is very, very important. And encourage your fellow women when you know. Brilliant there. Use those 5 hammers, break the glass, and get to the top. You will be somebody tomorrow, and you will be very proud of yourself. And your parents will be proud of you. And that's exactly what Adam has. Her parents were proud of her, and she is a lovely woman. She has done a lot for not only for herself, but even for her kids, but for people that are close to her, and she's doing well. We are very proud of you, Adam, and we know that you've inspired the young ones. So on that note, Alassane, let's break the glass. No, you can break the glass, I know that. Of course, viewers, wherever you are, this is the Balance Show on this particular segment, Breaking the Glass. So if you're out there, you think you can make it, keep watching this show, because I'll bring you people who can inspire you to make it. On that note, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure having you. Alassane?
Thank you so very much. Till we come your way.
And keep breaking the glass.
Keep breaking the glass.
All right, bye-bye. The Balance return for a new season of meaningful conversation. Taking close look at the development arena. First angle of introducing 3 new segments. Join the first segment, Chat On. And whenever the chat is on, please grab the opportunity. Join our second segment, Breaking the Glass. Finding out great people that have achieved great things, and we will find out how they break the glass. Of course, our final segment, Walk the Talk. Let's put the talk to actions. That's what it means, where we will find out so many special things that have been put on social medias, that have been put into talks, but we will find out exactly where the works face. Walk the Talk. The Balance Show is back again with exciting interface only on GRTS TV.